I want an open marriage. Time to explore real men, my wife demanded. Sure, I replied. Then she lost it when our smoking hot neighbor wanted me. Months later, divorce papers were the final punch. Update 1. I 36, male, have been driving trucks cross country for 12 years. Good money if you don't mind the solitude. Until recently, I thought my marriage to Jen, 35, female, was decent enough. We've been together 10 years, married for 7. I bought my house before we got married. 3 bed, 2 bath, built in the 90s, but I paid $210,000 for it in 2015, and now it's worth close to $450,000. When we first got together, Jen seemed to appreciate my stability. I'd be gone for days driving routes, then home for a few. We had a system. She worked at an insurance office, handled cooking. I took care of repairs and yard work. Simple arrangement that worked. Practical division of labor that made sense given my schedule. Our life wasn't Instagram worthy according to today's standards, but it was solid. We'd go camping up in the mountains, hang out with a small circle of friends, watch movies on weekends. Normal stuff. I thought we were on the same page about what marriage meant, partnership, loyalty, building something together. Then things shifted when her sister, Vanessa, 38, female, moved back to town after her second divorce. Divorced twice, always chasing some new guy or life experience. The kind of woman who posts inspirational quotes on social media, while her life is a complete train wreck. Suddenly she was at our house constantly filling Jen's head with stories about exotic vacations, weekend flings, and how life is too short to be tied down. I wasn't blind. I saw the changes happening in real time. Jen went from being content with our life, to suddenly acting like she was missing out on some grand adventure. She started following all these lifestyle influencers, women in their 30s and 40s with suspicious amounts of free time and money, who were constantly traveling to Bali or wherever. I started noticing changes in Jen after that. Small stuff at first, complaints about our boring routine, comments about how I wouldn't understand certain things because I'm just a trucker, like suddenly the job that paid for everything was something to look down on. The way she'd roll her eyes when I talked about saving for retirement or home improvements. She started making these weird comments about other couples we knew. Like, did you know Mike and Sarah are in therapy? Apparently they're working through some issues about sexual compatibility. Just dropping these little bombs during dinner like they were totally normal conversation topics. 3 months ago, she quit her job without even discussing it with me. I need to find myself, Dave, she announced one night while I was exhausted from a 14-hour drive. This insurance job is killing my soul. I'm meant for more. I was too tired to argue, just asked, what's the plan? Another job, school, reasonable questions, I thought. I need some time to explore my options, she said, like she was a recent college grad instead of a 35-year-old woman with bills. I've been thinking about something that allows me to express myself. Express yourself on somebody else's dime, I thought, but didn't say. We had enough savings to float her for a bit, and I figured maybe some time off would help her reset. But apparently that meant scrolling Instagram and meeting Vanessa for endless brunches while I was on the road. Our agreement about splitting responsibilities gone. I'd come home to a dirty house, no food, an attitude when I mentioned it, dishes piled in the sink, laundry untouched. Meanwhile she'd somehow found time to buy new clothes and get her nails done twice a week. The worst part wasn't even the mess. It was walking into my own house and feeling like a visitor, like I was interrupting her real life. She'd be on the phone with Vanessa or some new friend, and she'd give me this look like, oh, you're back, before returning to her conversation. Housework is beneath me. She actually said that once when I asked if she could at least load the dishwasher. It's so restrictive to my growth. I didn't make a big deal out of it, just started doing everything myself. Cooking my meals, cleaning, doing my laundry while working 60+ hours a week on the road. But I started checking out mentally, spent more time with my buddies at the garage, where we work on project cars. I've got this 67 Camaro, I've been restoring for years. Nothing clears the head like working on an old engine. You don't have to guess what's wrong, you diagnose it, you fix it, it works again. If only relationships were that straightforward. Then the fights became more common. I'd point out that she wasn't contributing. She'd call me controlling and financially abusive. I'd mention our agreement. She'd say agreements evolve and I needed to get with the times. I'd ask about her job search and she'd accuse me of not supporting her journey. So there I was getting home from a 3-day haul thinking it was just another Tuesday. Jen asked me to sit down in the living room. She had that look where someone's about to drop a bomb. Dave, she started swirling her glass. I'd been doing a lot of thinking about us. My stomach did a little flip, but I kept my face neutral. I think it's time we explored, she finally said with a straight face. Explored? I asked, keeping my voice even. Explored what? National parks. She gave me this impatient sigh. No, Dave, with other people. An open marriage. My brain short-circuited. This was Jen. My Jen, the woman who once got jealous when I mentioned a female truck stop cashier was friendly. Now she's casually pitching screwing other people like she's suggesting we try a new restaurant. Wait, are you serious? Was all I could manage. Yes, completely, she said with this weird brightness in her voice. I think it could be really liberating for us. Bring a new spark. We both get to experience new things, new people, no secrets. It's all above board. This marriage is so restrictive. I want to explore others. My first reaction was anger, followed by this weird cold calm. So you want to sleep with other guys, cheat without saying you want to cheat? I said flatly. It's not just that, she stammered. It's about freedom and growth for both of us. I want to see other men, more interesting men. Interesting, I said, like that CrossFit instructor you and Vanessa keep talking about. Her face flushed. Bingo. She'd been mentioning this Matt guy for weeks. How inspiring his journey was. How he'd quit his corporate job to become a fitness instructor. How he was really connecting with his authentic self. Authentic self, whatever the hell that means. We argued for about an hour. The usual points. She wanted experiences. I pointed out vows mean something. She said I was stuck in patriarchal thinking. I reminded her she used to value loyalty. Round and round. She kept using these buzzwords. Evolving relationship models. Ethical non-monogamy. Expanding our capacity for connection, like she'd swallowed a self-help book. Now you can watch the second part, by pressing share and more.